Hello, I'm Preston, and today I'm going to share some of my biggest takeaways from our process improvement class, both from our group project and from real life experiences I had during my internship this past summer. This class really changed the way I looked at problems, not just in a business setting, but in everyday situations too. Now I catch myself thinking about processes in terms of efficiency, waste, and flow. Before this class, I would have just called something slow or annoying, but now I think, where's the bottleneck? What's the root cause? And more importantly, what can actually be done to fix it? One of the most hands-on and practical parts of this class was the group project. My team chose to focus on Nomads, just a really popular brunch spot here in Fayetteville. They have a great atmosphere, amazing food, and just a cool vibe. Focusing on their mimosas, but their ordering process had some major room for improvement. Originally, here's how it worked: you'd wait in one long line to order both your food and your drinks. But if you ordered a mimosa, they wouldn't make it right there. Instead, you were given an empty glass and told to head outside and wait in a second line at a separate bar just to get it filled. So you're essentially waiting in two lines just to get one drink, which obviously slowed everything down. Now, the space inside Nomads was actually fun and lively, had a great vibe, but we noticed it had one TV in the corner, maybe two, which made the wait just feel longer. People were just standing in line staring ahead, which only added to the feeling of being stuck. We thought this was a missed opportunity because TVs could both entertain customers and help make the experience feel faster and more dynamic. We used the DMAIC framework to guide our work, which really helped us stay focused. In the define phase, we clearly outlined the problems: long wait times, inefficient line setup, and poor customer experience. In the in the measure phase, we actually went to Nomads during busy hours to time how long it took to go through the line. We paid attention to our customer behaviors, and that was our gimbal walk, and we decided to do during the busiest times on a Friday or Saturday. But we didn't just assume what was wrong; we observed it ourselves. When we got to the analyze phase, we built a diagram to map out how the process worked. That's when we realized that the line issue, really stood out. We also saw that there you could only purchase, like use your card on the inside. You couldn't pay outside, and sometimes the outside bar was just it only did mimosas, which just made things horrible. So for the improve phase, we recommend having both bars inside and outside have card readers. You can order anything from both, and that means the customer could order and receive their drink in the same spot without having to go wait in a different line and take an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes. We also proposed the idea of adding TVs inside to improve the customer experience, make the wait feel shorter, and possibly draw in more people from the outside, or draw on people to watch the game, make more people happy and want to go there during a busy time. This project really brought everything from class together: tools like process mapping, root causes, and just a different way of thinking, and not just go to the end and say we're going to do this. We mapped it out step by step, and when things didn't work, we went on and we started small and ended big, in a sense. And it helped us move from just identifying a problem to actually proposing solutions. It felt good to apply what we what we were learning in a real world setting and see how useful the tools really are. And now, switching gears into my internship, I spent last summer at Baylor Scott and White Health, working as a procurement analyst. I had this internship last summer, but after learning everything we covered this semester, I can now look back and clearly see examples of process problems and opportunities for improvement that I didn't fully understand at the time. For example, we had a project focused on vendor onboarding, and it always felt frustrating. There were too many email chains, people weren't always on the same page, and there wasn't a clear system for tracking where things stood tracking where things stood. At the time, I just chalked it up to chalked it up. But now I realize the real issue was a lack of standardization and flow. Two of the lean concepts. If I'd had this class during my internship, I think I could have added more value to conversations about improving the process. even just building a simple process map or identifying ways through whatever, it would have helped clarify where delays were happening. There was also another moment where we were working on cleaning up duplicate vendor records in the system. It was slow, repetitive work, but looking back, I realized we were essentially trying to reduce defects and improve data quality, which is right in line with Six Sigma. We didn't use that language at the time, but now I can see that's what we were doing, eliminating variation, improving consistency. Even though no one said, hey, we're using Lean Six Sigma, Lean, whatever, I can now recognize that mindsets in the way we approach problems. We were focusing on doing things better, faster, with fewer errors. This class helped me understand what Lean and Six Sigma really meant beyond just buzzwords. Lean is about cutting waste, whether that's waste of time, effort, or materials. Six Sigma is about reducing variation and delivering quality results consistently. And when you put them together, get a mindset of continuous improvement. One thing that really stuck with me is that improvement doesn't have to mean a giant overhaul. Sometimes it's just a matter of asking the right questions, observing the current process, and involving the people closest to the work. That was a big takeaway for me. You don't have to be a manager or executive to spot problems and suggest changes. Looking back, this class has completely changed how I approach problems, whether it's during a group project, an internship, or even something as simple as organizing my day better. I now have a framework to follow. I understand how to define a problem, gather data, analyze, and come up with meaningful improvements. I also realize that process improvement isn't just about saving time or money, it's also about improving the experience for everyone involved. At Nomads, we weren't just speeding things up, we were making brunch more enjoyable. And in my internship, it wasn't just about organizing vendors, it was about making life easier for our internal teams and suppliers. This class gave me tools, language, and a mindset that I'll carry with me into every job from here on out. And for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you.